with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Hump Day Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means we get to talk about Michael Jordan and his ex-wife, and Scottie Pippen's kid, and a whole bunch of other weird stuff.
So sweet.
So sweet.
I miss the Jimmy Butler song.
Lots of people have been saying that to me. If this helps at all. LeBron, use a baller.
But Jimmy Butler, on the other hand.
He is your father. Today, right now, this show right now feels like a summer show. Like I feel like we're officially in summer. There were no sports yesterday.
Because I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing shorts in the office today.
There was baseball.
No one watched that.
Hold on. Sitting right across from you.
505-246-0610, friend of the show, the Sports Animal Hotline. If you watched one baseball yesterday, call the program.
What if you watched Isotopes?
A lot of people watch
Or
this.
MLB?
Do you feel like a lot of people listening to this show right now have an MILB package and tuned into the Isotopes?
Ha! Package. Nice.
You package liquor from Teller Vodka. You can do that.
But basically, anywhere you can get liquor in Albuquerque and surrounding areas, you can get you a little Teller boy.
You know where you can get drinks tomorrow night? Howie's Sports Page, unpaid endorsement, as the boys are celebrating our Van-iversary.
Happy anniversary.
Van-iversary.
Van-iversary.
Anniversary. Happy anniversary.
It was also said.
I'll be missing it.
Put some respect on this anniversary's name.
It's your 5-year, and I'll figure out what I'm getting you.
Hold on. You're coming, though.
No, I'm not.
Tomorrow night.
No.
At Howie's Sports Page.
No.
The intersection of Montgomery and Tramway.
No, I really hope you guys enjoy it, but I'm not going.
7 p.m.
No, I'm not going. Even though I do enjoy Howie's.
Amory used to enjoy Howie's.
Yeah.
But now she is blacklisted.
Oh,
because of the incident.
Is that what happened?
We all know the incident, Amory.
Which one?
A one-night reprieve tomorrow night.
Okay, how many strikes does it take at Howie's? I'm being honest. I've been to Howie's multiple times.
You don't even get one.
That's not true.
It's tight over there. Keep it tight.
It's not tight.
Keep it tight.
It depends on the statute of limitations of the crimes you commit inside.
And also, if you're using the name Amory, B. Murray, or Allie, or you now have a married name.
F. Murray for felonious Murray.
Vance an email to Uber and said, send all your troops over to Howie's Sports.
Yeah. Gonna need it.
Gonna need them.
Is the Sports Animal Memorial Day Uber discount? Is that still going? Did they extend it for the 5th year of anniversary?
That's what we need is use promo code VAN. It's not a real promo code.
No, don't use it. It won't work.
The 5-year anniversaries would.
Thank you. With what? What will we do?
I don't know. We got to figure out what
we would drink a lot tomorrow.
Ooh. 505-246-0610 Sports Animal text line. Friend of the show, Joel says, I'm not going to your anniversary. I'm holding out for your fretting.
Yeah.
Pretty clever.
He wants to be my best man at the fretting.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah.
You just skip out to it, Marie?
I don't know. Depends what day it is.
Just say you're busy.
Depending on the venue.
Money.
Who?
I don't know. Weddings usually cost money.
Did yours?
Yes.
To be fair, we didn't get it.
To be fair.
True. Facts.
All right. You want to start this Michael Jordan thing because there's no sports? There's literally zero sports.
We got the NBA Finals starting tomorrow. We got the NHL Stanley Cup starting Saturday.
What?
We got golf.
Who's this Stanley guy? Is that Cooper Kupp's uncle or something?
Good question.
He seems nice. What does he do?
You're not? Are you not going for the Florida Panthers?
The who?
Or the Vegas Knights?
Oh my God, that's a win-win situation.
Are they both in the mix?
As far as hockey franchises go, they're both very rootable teams.
Both Florida.
It's kind of like the Stanley Cup and NBA Finals. Both are like unusual teams are in the finals.
Are you saying that because Florida and Las Vegas both known for their ice?
The two warmest parts of the country.
What are we doing?
I don't
NHL?
know. What are we doing?
San Jose not available for this one? Also, now I'm kind of thinking about it. A lot of hockey teams in California. San Jose has a team.
And Florida.
LA has a team.
The whole South.
Anaheim has a team.
Each gave them one.
Yeah, Florida's got Tampa Bay.
When you're sipping a nice iced tea on your porch in the South, the ice melts before you even get to the tea. They didn't learn. They kept putting hockey teams there.
Does Canada have multiple teams? They never made the playoffs. How would you ever know?
No good ones.
That sucks for Canada because they sweat hockey. All right, here's the best story we could find today. We're going to lead off with it.
Hockey?
Scottie Pippen says Michael Jordan was quote, horrible to play with.
No, he said he is a horrible player and horrible to play with.
Oh,
You said both.
Fred, did you write this story? I feel like this is something you would write.
Fred GPT wrote this story.
Yeah. Hey, Chat GPT. Write the most ridiculous thing that you think Scottie Pippen would finally say.
About his airness.
What's the worst thing you could possibly say about the greatest player in the history of basketball?
He went on a thing called Gimme the Hot Sauce with former teammate Stacey King from the University of Houston. Is that right?
I believe so.
I believe so. Can we confirm that or not?
There's a lot of kings.
I think I drank a beer with Stacey King one night. I want to make sure this is the same guy. Okay, I drank a beer with Stacey King one night.
It's the right Stacey
It's
King.
the right one. He was nice.
Oh, it's a he?
Stacey is today's I-9 varsity.
Okay.
The I-9 varsity of unisex names. Okay.
Okay. I'm into this.
Yeah, the I-9 varsity of unisex names. Put Stacey on that list for sure. So, anyways, I think he is from like Iowa or something. Long story short, not even what I'm trying to get into. So he's interviewing Scottie Pippen, who he used to play with. They're both on the Bulls at the same time. And the name of the show is like, I don't know, Spilled Hot Sauce. Give Me the Hot Sauce is the name of the show.
Give me the bloody lie.
How would you spell gimme?
Gimme.
I don't think that's how it's spelled.
Well, that's how the podcast spells it that you're talking about.
That's gimme.
Gimme.
Gimme. Gimmie.
Gimme, I believe, is the one hobbit who didn't get to go on the fellowship. Got left back. Tend to the fields in Hobbiton.
His name was
Nerd.
His name was Jimmy. Just had a lisp.
Okay. So this
Gimme.
is Hemi the Hot Sauce show, which I don't hate. Hemi Buckets now officially trademarked by Jimmy Buckets. We'll talk about that later. Is it official or is it just submitted?
It's submitted.
Close enough. So anyway, Scottie Pippen has been real mad since COVID started, and the only thing on TV was Michael Jordan's documentary on Michael Jordan.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Put some respect on the Tiger King's name. That was a phenomenon.
There was Tiger
But
King.
Also,
Yeah,
We didn't have much.
The Last Dance.
The Last Dance.
Well, there are no sports, so this was the first sports-related thing that came out. Not to take away from Tiger King.
A lot of disc golf.
We played so much disc golf.
That's the only thing you could not get arrested for.
I don't remember getting arrested for it, so I'm going to say that's correct.
They kicked me off of a hiking trail one day.
Who's they?
Some guys wearing like olive green and brown.
Hey,
They seemed official. It could have been just some dude.
It's just their turf.
Yeah.
They were like, no hiking here today. So then they started simultaneously doing their finger snaps.
It wasn't MS-13.
Yeah, no.
It was the BLM.
It was West Side 13, West Side Story. So
He's like, hey, loser. There's a pandemic out here.
you answered the loser?
You can't hike alone.
Did you hear that, Amory? Van answered the loser whenever they said, hey, loser.
He was standing right there making direct eye contact.
Van goes, I knew it was me when he said, hey, loser.
He's like, hey, instead of hiking alone, you should go to the park and play disc golf with a bunch of people. That'll stop the spread.
When The Last Dance came out, it was the same time this happened to you. And you thought he said, hey, loser, but he actually said, hey, Scottie Pippen.
Hey, Scottie Pippen. How's your wife?
So Michael Jordan puts out this is what, 4 years ago now? The COVID has been around forever. So 3 years ago now?
Yeah.
Maybe today. Might have been 3 years ago today.
Does he have some kind of disease where the wounds won't
It
heal?
won't heal.
What is that?
You know what he does? Is he looks at everyone on the face of the earth. He says, those shoes wouldn't be so popular if I wasn't carrying this chise all the time. Carrying this franchise of the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan owes me a little piece because he told everyone the worst. Everyone had forgot that Scottie Pippen had taken the worst contract in the history of professional sports. Everyone had forgot about that. And then Michael Jordan made a documentary when no one had any time to do anything except for watch documentaries of him throwing dice in the corner with security guards, listening to Sean Lattimore albums or whatever he's doing.
No, it's the worst album I've ever
It's
heard.
the worst album of all time. And then Scottie Pippen was like, I got real mad. And now he's going everywhere and telling everyone.
He got so mad at Michael Jordan, he let Michael Jordan's son have sex with his wife.
Now, hold up.
Showed him.
That's not what happened.
Ha ha!
What happened.
Got you, Michael Jordan's son. Is that how it works?
No, but
Criminal mastermind Scottie Pippen.
Good one.
But why
Trick the son of Michael Jordan into having coitus.
His name is Marcus.
Yeah, Michael Jr.
No one cares.
I also do not care what his name is.
It was not relevant until he had sex with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
If your dad's old coworkers were getting divorced, you would not pursue their divorcee wives. That's weird.
I don't know. What's she look like?
Scottie Pippen's wife.
Yeah.
She looks good.
No, I mean this fake situation that Fred just created.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if she looked like Larsa Pippen,
Is that the current one?
yes.
No, they're divorced. Hold up. She divorced him after they got divorced in 2021, which means she saw The Last Dance and then realized that Scottie Pippen was 10-ply and then walked away from him. That's what happened? Oh, Michael Jordan. That's the ultimate hit piece.
All right. Larsa Pippen would be a yes.
I've dated a girl that looks like Larsa Pippen,
Sure you did.
and she is not sane.
Oh, I mean, her face is not sane. It's a lot of plastic. A lot of plastic. A lot of makeup. But she seems lovely.
She got a rich dating history. So Scottie Pippen's stepson, I guess that's not really correct.
Nope.
No, not at all.
He's like nothing. He's just Michael Jordan's kid.
Yeah. Not until they get married.
All right, so Michael kept Scottie from getting the
That would
bag.
be a step son-in-law twice removed.
Removed.
Yeah, like removed legally.
Right, yeah, but staying in their summer house. So Michael kept Scottie from getting the bag. Michael kept Scottie from being one of the top 50. Oh, wait, he was.
He was anyways.
Michael kept Scottie from getting 6 chips. Oh, wait, he did. Michael kept Scottie from, well, actually, it doesn't seem like Michael's really kept Scottie from anything. I guess getting the bag, but Scottie could have got the bag himself.
Kept him from tipping well, allegedly.
He did. Oh, he doesn't tip.
No tipping Pippin is his nickname.
Because he doesn't rebound? Is that why?
I'm not talking about tip ins. I mean, taking care of the service industry folks who bring you food and drinks.
Was Michael at their wedding? Did he bring his family? Was Marcus at the wedding of Scottie Pippen?
I will look that up. He is 16 years younger than Larsa.
All right. Well, the three of us cannot be the first people to claim that is a problem. All three of us have gone that direction both ways.
Hey, guess how my Tinder profile's set up?
Yeah.
We go up.
We go to Larsa
Yeah.
Pippen age.
Yep. I only date women 4 to 24 years older than me.
You're as old as you've ever been right now.
I'm peaking.
This is brutal for you.
Yeah. Wait till tomorrow. I'll be a day older.
I just found a picture of Michael Jordan Jr. Yeah,
No, you're looking at Marcus.
that's what I said.
Okay, but he has multiple sons.
Marcus does?
No. I'm saying
Michael.
Michael Jordan.
Oh. None of them in the association, so I don't know about him. Unlike LeBron, his son's in the association.
Will be
Cool.
shortly.
Cool.
So he has 2. It's Marcus Jordan and Jeffrey Michael Jordan.
Tristan Thompson? Are you kidding me?
No, not Tristan Thompson.
Well, he used to go with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
None of this surprises me.
Tristan Thompson got a list.
He's got a type too.
A lot
Yeah.
of these players have a list.
They all look the same. Look at Tristan Thompson's hit list.
Yeah, that's a good list.
Everybody on his list looks like an Instagram filter.
Future?
Wait, Tristan Thompson and Future hooked up?
No. Oh man,
Her list.
Scotty has all these dudes that he
That's
could possibly be mad at, and he's for some reason mad at Michael Jordan.
the greatest basketball player of all time.
All right, at first I just thought this was a weird vendetta. Now I think it's a mental health issue. I think it's that weird.
Star banging? You know about Larsa Pippen's star banging or Scottie Pippen's obsession with Michael Jordan and his family?
That one.
Okay.
The first one I've heard of. I've heard of people that just go round town. Like, that's fine. Like, live your best life. But if you're mad at someone's dad because they're hanging out with your ex-wife, so it can't just be that. It has to be so much greater.
Yeah, because he's projecting.
Because he wants to be with Michael Jordan's ex-wife?
I don't know.
Michael Jordan's kid's ex-wife? That one doesn't even work, though. It'd have to be Michael Jordan's mom. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like where that sentence went.
Young basketball player she's really into.
Well, traditionally, basketball players age out pretty quick.
You think when she passes, like whoever finds a body's got to flip her upside down to see if she's recyclable or not?
Do you think she passes, or is she more of a Michael Jordan, just takes all the shots? They didn't care about winning, only cared about scoring. And that's a fact. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows Michael Jordan did not care about winning. Only cared about scoring.
Until he got Pippen and Rodman. Is that what you're saying? And then he's like, hey, now I don't have to do it all on my own and fail. Now I got to do it with a bunch of my good buddies and succeed.
No.
He won nothing before he got Pippen. So Pippen's on to something here. This horrible basketball player, hyperbole, I get it. You get the show, Scotty. We love you too. Horrible to play with. Okay. This is probably true. I've heard a lot of horror stories about Michael Jordan. You can't argue that he's not one or two all time. And you got to make a hell of an argument to tell me he's number two.
No one calls it the Pippen's Bulls. People only call it Jordan's Bulls. Like, that's the problem. The problem is he's always the number two guy. This show's called Two Men On. It's not called Van and Fred because then I would be number two, and that would hurt me emotionally.
It's tough to deal with.
Yeah. And Pippen didn't. And then he went to Portland and sucked.
I mean, he sucked without Jordan.
Oh, that part hurts.
Remember? I'm going to take this team over. We're not going to skip a beat just because MJ's gone. No.
Well, who did
First
well
round.
after the team broke up?
With the Bulls?
Steve Kerr did all right.
Robert Horry.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Horry.
Yeah, Robert Horry won some chips.
Was second most rings after Bill
I
Russell.
mean, it's a pretty good get.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman joined the NWO. I mean, I don't know why we're just glancing over that, but that was a big deal.
That's a good point.
Becoming part of the New World Order, beating
God.
out Karl Malone and Diamond Dallas Page.
He got super comfortable in dresses.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He recently, I saw, was going to bring world peace through North Korea, and I thought that was an interesting venture.
I'm wearing shorts today so I don't get too warm.
Carmen.
Imagine if I could just pop a little dress on like Rodman.
Carmen
You know how much
Electra.
breezy and airy it would be right now?
Ron Harper did well.
I think everybody did okay.
They all did okay, except for Scotty.
Except
Okay,
Scottie
I'm
Pippen.
seeing it now. Yeah, they're all actually terrible.
Oh, man.
You remember the first time when Michael was like Horace Grant, and it turns out he wasn't the one, and then he was like Michael Jordan, or excuse me, like the cat from Detroit, Dennis Rodman, and then Pippen's like Dennis Rodman was a nutcase, yes, but so are you.
Yeah.
You're just a different type of still lives in Arkansas nutcase.
Oh, my God. He still lives in Arkansas
I'm
on purpose?
assuming he still lives in Arkansas. So there you go. Sports are over for the summer. We have to talk about gossip between Michael Jordan and others.
Hold on. We're done?
Whenever we get back, there's
More of this. More of
there's
this.
a new top
Please,
coach.
more of this.
There's a new
I need more Pippen and Jordan talk.
in the history of the NBA. We are currently seeing the greatest coach of all time.
Amory is not done.
With what?
She wants more Pippen talk.
Is that true?
Oh, I'll always talk about Pippen and Jordan and the Bulls.
Mary, I'm into. Pippen was fine.
You thinking of Poppins?
Doing
What about the conspiracy theory that Jimmy Butler is the son of Michael Jordan?
No, because then he would be dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Hold on. There's still time.
There's still time.
Mary and Pippen traveled with the Fellowship to help Frodo and Sam deposit the ring to rule them all into the open volcano of Mordor. So there you go.
Is this true? Can anybody fact check this? I don't know if that's true or not.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Traffic right now starting to see slowdown southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna. Those are going to last until Montgomery. Also a little bit of a slowdown right now westbound on I-40 right at the interchange, so be careful going through there.
You know
Through the
what?
crossings, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano, they're all looking good right now.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
The Texans, I love what it represents. Nick Caserio and the Texans took a big brass swing. They got their quarterback of the future in C.J. Stroud. Then with the third pick, they got the pass rusher of their future in Will Anderson. I can appreciate a team taking a big swing and a major gamble, and that's what they did. So rather than kill them for it, I'm here to praise them for it. And what do you say we all wait more than 1 minute to declare them a disaster?
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Inflation has pushed up the cost of just about everything, which means if you bought life insurance a few years ago, it might not be enough to protect your family today. Call Select Quote now, and we'll help you save more than 50% on term life insurance. We found John a $500,000 policy for only $14 a month. In a hurry? Don't worry. Call Select Quote now and get up to $2 million in instant, affordable, same-day coverage with no medical exam. That
I'm telling you.
can get up to $2 million in instant, affordable, same-day coverage,
Yes.
no medical exam, in under an hour.
Call Select
Could tell.
1-800-460-9090. That's 1-800-460-9090.
What?
Or go to selectquote.com now.
Breaking your heart?
The $2 million
Hearts?
instant affordable same-day coverage with no.
Breaking hearts?
That's 1-800-460-9090. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
In today's home mortgage market, it's important for consumers looking for a mortgage to shop around. The reason? We have just come out of the lowest rates in history, and many homeowners jumped in to take advantage, and mortgage lenders across the country were making huge profits. Today, the mortgage volume is a fraction of that, and these mortgage companies are in a panic with profits falling off the cliff. So what are they doing? They're charging borrowers interest rates and fees much higher than they deserve. That's because the higher rate and higher fees, the more profit. In other words, the lenders are maximizing profits on the backs of consumers. They are counting on borrowers not shopping that mortgage around. Indigo Mortgage will always try to get the borrower the lowest rate with the lowest fees, and we have saved homeowners many thousands of dollars over the years. So shop and shop local with your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, 836-5700, or on the net at indigomortgage.net, NMLS 231962 and 188-348.
Weekends at the Downs has your favorite games, live music, great dining, and with 30 screens, your game's on. Enjoy fine dining in the Crown Room, watch and wager on simulcast racing, and be sure to check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events, only at Casino at the Downs. Casino at the Downs casual dining options feature all your favorites and 2 daily specials. Enjoy green chili stew, our Downs green chili cheeseburger, pizza, sandwiches, desserts, and more. And the Crown Room offers the best in fine dining and elegance, only at Casino at the Downs.
Gotta be kidding me, dude.
Jim Rome.
Dude, don't make me block you. Don't be the first.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Who's the greatest NBA coach of all time?
Easy. Phil Jackson.
Nope.
Crap. Who was it?
Waiting for Amory to.
Oh.
Phil Jackson.
Oh.
It's okay. We already said no about him. We already mentioned.
No, I'm
that.
telling you.
It's
I'm the sports person here.
It's obviously Eric Spoelstra. He's in his 6 finals. He's tied with Pop and Kerr. Also, the NBA is harder now than it's ever been. When quote unquote Phil Jackson, who no one calls him that, they all call him Unky Philly Boy. When Unky Philly Boy was coaching,
Phil.
oh, thinking of Uncle Phil.
They don't all look alike.
From the Sports Animal live chat, into the show, owner of Hollow Spirits, Frank Holloway, thought you were talking about NBA players. You were talking about girlfriends of Tristan Thompson.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson, who's been in 13 finals. Is that correct? 13 of them. Red Auerbach's been in 11. Pat Riley's been in 9. But that's when the NBA was super soft, like during the Jordan years. The NBA was so incredibly easy during the 90s because the world had not started playing professional basketball yet.
Also, while being fantastic coaches,
Yeah.
they were also the coaches of super teams.
Correct. So they had the best players playing against the worst players because there were only... Stop what? Every player in the NBA was from the East Coast. That was it. That was the whole NBA. And you'd get one guy from the West Coast, and they'd be like, that dude's weird. And then all you hear is, throw it down, big man, Bill Walton. And he got ostracized because he was weird, because he was from the West Coast. But now it's a worldwide product. It's the best players ever. Everyone's the best they've ever been. Jaylen Brown right now, who's terrible and a turnover machine, is better than Jordan in the 90s. Ask Pippen.
505-246-0610. Berate Fred for this ice cold take right now.
From the Sports Animal text line, all the best players were from French Lick. You get the point. Now the best players are from Eastern European countries that end in Ivia. Like, all the best players are from around the world. The NBA is better now than it's ever been, and Eric Spoelstra is the best coach of all time. That cannot be argued.
He's the best coach in the NBA right now that's not Greg Popovich. I'll give you that. That's a pretty good concession, Fred. Take that deal.
Pop's doing nothing.
Take that deal.
That deal's not for your boy.
Take it. Popovich, being in his, he's young for a guy in his 130s, but he's going to be good for another decade or so.
Hey, you know what's going to happen? Spo's going to coach for another 2 decades. Old boy's only 50. He's this good, this quick, and the NBA is trying to make Pop a legacy coach by giving him who? Victor Wembanyama? From where? Not America? Best players in the world playing right now.
You're not wrong.
Oh, I'm insanely right.
My biggest catch-all Jordan is the GOAT argument is because in that time he was that much better than the second best player.
Scottie Pippen.
Correct.
Yes.
He was light years ahead of the second best player in basketball, Scottie Pippen. LeBron James is not light years better than Kevin Durant or Steph Curry, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's the only difference. I don't care about rings. It takes a team to win a ring.
I care about rings.
But right now, the probably second through 30th best NBA players would replace the second through 30th best NBA players then.
Me and Anne-Marie had this talk when the NBA put out the top 75 of all time or whatever. We both said,
when?
Who are 25 of these guys? We'd never heard of 25.
That is not what happened.
You said, Fred, they're from the 50s. I said, bygone era?
When we were at Howie's?
I don't remember. I might just be making this up for the air.
That's what I thought.
But the point is, the top 75 players in NBA history all play right now.
You talking about?
No, they don't.
You talking about White Lightning McGinty?
Is White Lightning McGinty on it?
He's right behind Abdul Jabbar on the top 70. He played before integration.
Here's how bad. Is he really on the list? Are you messing with me?
He led the league in field goal percentage.
Take Hal Greer off.
37% from the field.
You could take Hal Greer off this list and replace him with Charlie Ward right now. Like, that's how bad this list is. Wes Unseld? What? Who's Dolph Shays? These are not the top 75 players of all time.
Where's Pippen?
It just infuriates me because Eric Spoelstra is so much better than everyone else in the game, and he's 50 years old. That's as old as you, Van.
First off, how dare you?
He should have three-peated for real, too. We don't talk about that enough. But the actual greatest player of all time, LeBron James, didn't pull that one out. That was tough.
Dirk was a dude.
Was Dirk from America or was he from all over the world? Oh, okay, interesting. That's what Michael Jordan ruined basketball. If Michael Jordan and the 1992 Dream Team hadn't gone over across the ocean, played golf all day, drank beer all night, and then beat up on other teams whose last name ended in Akvia, then he wouldn't have inspired the world to create such good basketball players that are today dominating the game, making the best product ever, eliminating all records and standings that existed before, 2003, the year LeBron was drafted? I think so.
So Eric Spoelstra needs to send a nice thank you letter to Scottie Pippen. Is
Correct.
what you're saying.
Yeah, because he carried Michael the whole time.
From the 90s Pippen's Bulls.
You remember when people were like, oh, man, Michael Jordan's a bad dude. And then you look at highlights, and it's itty-bitty John Starks. He's jumping over itty-bitty baby John Starks, who wasn't drafted. That's it? That's the highlights?
Yeah, and okay, he could jump over John Starks, but he jumped over John Starks and got tackled by Charles Oakley, and Charles Oakley punched him in the kidneys, and he had to pee blood the next day. That was the NBA.
He hit a game-winning shot to beat the reject Jazz with a left-hand push off of a hip off a guy who spells his name with a Y.
I'm not going to say he's not a cheater.
He's a cheater, and there was no talent in the league.
The NBA was rigged for MJ.
It was insanely rigged.
But also, he was very good.
If you set me right now to hoop against like a bunch of children, I would score all the points. That's what Jordan was doing.
How many children?
I don't know, 100?
You versus 100 children?
Oh, I demolish 100 kids.
Not after I teach them how to form a pyramid of human bodies.
That would suck.
And dunk on you every time.
What is that? Why Fred's crying?
Because it just got dunked on.
Little NFL talk when we get back. The NFL refuses to go away. I'm not mad at it for it. It just refuses to go away. Can you give me one day, NFL?
Never. How dare you?
Aaron Rodgers is the reason this all exists. I'll tell you what he's up to whenever we get back. It's 2 Minutes on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Make your summer getaway to a new bed. Shop Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale. Save up to 50% on top brands, with queens starting at just $179.99. Plus, save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets.
Traffic right now, congestion southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna. That's going to last until Montgomery. Also northbound on I-25 now between Gibson and Central, starting to see some slowdowns there. Westbound on I-40, you're going to run into a little bit of congestion right around 12th Street. That'll last until Unser, so watch yourself there. And Paseo headed west right now, approaching 2nd Street. From there to the river, traffic moving slow as well.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
Turn your home's value into cash you can use for, well, anything. Pay off debts or improve your home. Apply at sandia.org today. An equal housing lender.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
The floor in the AFC is Ryan Tannehill got to an AFC championship and Jimmy Garoppolo got to a Super Bowl. The AFC feels like the SEC in college football, and the NFC feels like the rest of the Power Five. Next year in the AFC, guys like Aaron Rodgers could miss the playoffs.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
When you have trouble sleeping, it's tough. When kids have trouble sleeping,
Mom, I can't sleep. Dad, just one more story?
for nights like this, try Vicks Pure Z's Kids. Our great tasting gummies are specially formulated for kids with a unique blend of botanicals and a low dose of melatonin to support their natural sleep cycle. Best of all, they're drug-free and non-habit forming. Help your child fall asleep naturally with Pure Z's Kids Gummies. Consult with a doctor before use. For ages 4 and up.
The Dell Technologies summer sale event is on with limited quantity deals on top tech. Save on select PCs powered by the latest Intel Core processors like Thin and Light XPS 13 laptops, Inspiron laptops, and 2-in-1s. Plus, get savings on select accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. It's the perfect season to power your passions during Dell's summer sale event. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
When you have trouble sleeping, it's tough. When kids have trouble sleeping,
Mom, I can't sleep. Dad, just one more story?
for nights like this, try Vicks Pure Z's Kids. Our great tasting gummies are specially formulated for kids with a unique blend of botanicals and a low dose of melatonin to support their natural sleep cycle. Best of all, they're drug-free and non-habit forming. Help your child fall asleep naturally with Pure Z's Kids Gummies. Consult with a doctor before use. For ages 4 and up.
The Dell Technologies summer sale event is on with limited quantity deals on top tech. Save on select PCs powered by the latest Intel Core processors like Thin and Light XPS 13 laptops, Inspiron laptops, and 2-in-1s. Plus, get savings on select accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. It's the perfect season to power your passions during Dell's summer sale event. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
I hired CertaPro painters to paint the inside of my home. They did such an amazing job. They're doing the outside of my home, and I can't wait. Schedules fill up fast. Now's the time to plan your project. They're honest, clean, thoughtful, and your home will look brand new. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C, for your home or business.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster. No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
The Dell Technologies summer sale event is on with limited quantity deals on top tech. Save on select PCs powered by the latest Intel Core processors like Thin and Light XPS 13 laptops, Inspiron laptops, and 2-in-1s. Plus, get savings on select accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. It's the perfect season to power your passions during Dell's summer sale event. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Okay.
Welcome back to the program. 2 men on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal. Aaron Rodgers, agent, told the Packers to fire, make sure I got this right, Gutekunst, and trade the quarterback in 2001. They didn't do it. Aaron Rodgers played his heart out. That's not what friend of the show, Lee, wants to talk about. Lee, welcome to the program, brother. How are you? If I have to do the switches, I don't know how to do them, Amory. They're broken on my end.
Thanks for having me. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
driving, sorry.
No, you're in for sure. Are you stuck in traffic?
No, I'm just about to get home, so I'm in about this whole Michael Jordan conversation.
Keep going.
First of all, it's clear to me that you are a Miami Heat James Maxey, because there's no way that you can debate that Michael Jordan is not the greatest of all time. He has 6 championships, and I understand that championships are a team thing, but what happened when they lost Michael Jordan for those 2 years that he retired? They didn't win any championships, and Pippen was there. So he also played in an era where teams focused and actually played defense. Nowadays, you can't even look at someone the wrong way without getting fouled, and it's just 2 different eras, and Jordan is simply just the greatest of all time, period.
How many championships did Jordan have before Pippen got there?
Ooh,
that's a good question.
The
Okay,
answer's zero.
You know what?
It's zero.
But
it's zero.
It's true. Okay, I touche. That's I get it. But I'm not saying the only reason that they won is because of Michael Jordan. But without Jordan, they absolutely are not winning. And he did it with the same organization. He didn't have to go from, the Miami Heat. Then he wants to go to the Lakers. And then he's going to go back to Cleveland. And to me, it's
Well, who are you
just
talking about?
not debatable, honestly.
Also, we are leaving out one championship for Michael Jordan whenever he and the Toon Squad overcame the Monstars. So that's 7 chips.
That's a good point.
That's like 7 chips. And then the best player on the team was Bill Murray. And we both know that golf is his game, like traditionally.
So he's nothing
Gotta love
without
that
Scottie
Space Jam
Pippen
stuff.
and Bill
But,
Murray is what
hey
you're saying.
guys, thanks for letting me in. I just needed to say that. I got to get it off my chest. So thank you.
Lee, you're the best, brother. Hope to see Lee at our anniversary party tomorrow night.
I think it's a bigger challenge if we're going to talk this MJ and LeBron thing, which will never go away, which will never die.
God,
I think
wish it would
I think
die.
it's a better on LeBron's resume
Yeah.
that he did it with multiple teams.
Same.
I like to travel. I like to see new places.
Mhm.
I like to fond new relationships and memories. LeBron did it and won more championships.
Against a very weak league.
Sure.
Yeah.
Before they let in Europeans.
Simply the best. Better than all the rest. Ellipses of America. Not the world.
Well, we kickstarted this MJ and LeBron debate.
I did not.
Here comes the cellular telephones calling in.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that MJ did so good against the Charlotte Hornets with a young Vlada Divac and Muggsy Bogues. They were not good. Larry Johnson only had 5 good minutes, and that's whenever he was in New York.
Commercials.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Way better commercial actor than a basketball player.
He never beat a prime opponent. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, the phones are going off, guys.
Like they're going off on you, or they're going off in the traditional
No,
sense?
like in a good way.
Oh.
I know it's refreshing.
Welcome to the show, friend of the show, Ken. Ken, how are you, brother?
I'm doing just fine. I've never called before, but when you talk about the greatest NBA coaches,
here we go.
The only one you can talk about is Red Auerbach.
Ooh, here we go.
Hey, I don't hate that.
How many times has Spoelstra been to the playoffs? Half the number of times that Auerbach won the NBA playoff.
My man, Red Auerbach, won 2 times as many games as he's lost. Isn't that crazy? That's incredible.
He won more games than the Bulls, more playoffs than the Bulls, more playoffs than the Lakers, more playoffs than anyone.
There's and I really like this call, Ken, because I always talk about this with Red Auerbach. I talk about it every time like a Beatle passes away too, because I think Red Auerbach passed away in 2008 or 2009, and I was doing sports. Yeah, and I was doing sports talk radio. The amount of love that legends get whenever they pass, I really like those. Like when George Harrison passed, like I really like those moments. And Red, I think, got it more than anyone when he passed. Like everyone who had an opinion on basketball said only the most positive things about him.
There was only positive things to say. And again, talking about greatest coaches, he took a number of different players with him, played hard. On the greatest player in the game now or recent times, you talk about Jordan. In my mind, he's the most selfish NBA player.
Ooh, here we go.
Did he help his teammates achieve great things? No. He didn't pass the ball. He was a ball hog. LeBron James. He makes his teammates better.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So that's greatness. Greatness is not being able to get the most points because, does he have 100 points yet? No. This is Jordan. No, he doesn't have 100 points. So apparently it's not getting the most points. People like him because he took the Bulls, which was a mediocre team, and he took them to the playoffs and won a number of them. The other part, Scottie Pippen, he may be a little bit right because Jordan, did not take them to the playoffs till Pippen got there and was a great duo who gets very little credit. And he's kind of grouchy about it, but yeah, LeBron James is the greatest player in my lifetime. And I'm probably twice as old as either of you guys.
Well,
Okay.
I'll tell you what you are.
I
Ken,
love this.
You're in the top tier of callers right now of the program. That's a fact. Make sure you make more effort because I love all of this. The one thing I always mention about Red Auerbach, just to close the circle on this, Ken, good call, by the way, brother. Thank you. The thing I always mention about Red Auerbach, first coach to draft an African-American player into the NBA. Don't sleep on that.
Yeah.
Because at the time when he was in a position to do so, he was doing so. Just incredible.
Red Auerbach deserves his flowers. Michael Jordan deserves his flowers. Red Auerbach doesn't do it without Bill Russell. Jordan doesn't do it without Pippen. You got to have some pieces. You can't go it alone.
Chuck Cooper, his name.
That's nice.
That's not what everyone knows. If you go on that one on trivia night, you might miss it.
Knowing it now, you still might miss it.
You still might miss it. Ken knows, though, that Michael Jordan is a joke. He's an imposter and is not as good as half of the league currently is today.
Are you talking about the shoemaker?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan?
Fashion designer, Michael Jordan. That's who I'm talking
Shoe
about.
designer, Michael Jordan, legendary footwear magnate, Michael Jordan.
Who sometimes slummed, who moonlighted as a basketball player.
He did a movie too, I heard.
Actor?
Hey, I don't know what Steve Madden shoots on the golf course. I know he makes nice shoes. That's all I care about.
Podophilia. That's a person who really likes feet.
Okay.
It's Michael Jordan.
You're talking about Rex Reed.
Nice.
Thank you.
Lauren Aaron Rodgers hijacking the first off day of the summer. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The Enchilada is back at Taco Bell. Rewards members voted, and now the timeless treat returns again. Smothered in tangy red sauce, covered in melted cheddar cheese, and topped with nostalgia. Order the Enchilada today on the Taco Bell app or website. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last.
Well, traffic right now, westbound on Paseo, starting to see more congestion as you approach Jefferson. That's going to last until the river. Southbound on I-25, Wilson to Montgomery, moving slow. Westbound on I-40 between the interchange and 12th Street, got some slowdowns there as well. Northbound on I-25, Gibson to Loma, seeing some slow spots in that area as well. You have better things to do than yard work. JPR can help make your yard a low-maintenance, water-saving oasis with gravel, base course, sand, crusher fines, flagstone, boulders, water features, and tow-away ready-mix concrete carts. Find a location near you at jprnm.com. This report is sponsored by JPR Incorporated. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with the CBS Sports Minute. Packers Twitter was on fire yet again this morning. And yes, they were all over Aaron Rodgers. The Athletic reached out to him and wanted to ask him about how things ended in Green Bay. So Aaron answered honestly. Aaron said he doesn't really buy that the team was unable to get a hold of him. He's right. If you want to move on, and say that's what you're doing. I'm Jim Rome.
Jim Rome.
Aaron Rodgers is really now a New York Jet. Does Aaron make them a legitimate Super Bowl contender? Aaron Rodgers, who was on the decline last year, guarantees them nothing. But what it does do is it gives them a legit seat at the table. As long as he stays healthy, while I cannot promise a deep postseason run, I love the big swing. For the first time in forever, the Jets actually matter. I love this move.
The Jim Rome Show, weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
When you have trouble sleeping, it's tough. When kids have trouble sleeping,
Mom, I can't sleep. Dad, just one more story?
for nights like this, try Vicks Pure Z's Kids. Our great tasting gummies are specially formulated for kids with a unique blend of botanicals and a low dose of melatonin to support their natural sleep cycle. Best of all, they're drug-free and non-habit forming. Help your child fall asleep naturally with Pure Z's Kids Gummies. Consult with a doctor before use. For ages 4 and up.
The Dell Technologies summer sale event is on with limited quantity deals on top tech. Save on select PCs powered by the latest Intel Core processors like Thin and Light XPS 13 laptops, Inspiron laptops, and 2-in-1s. Plus, get savings on select accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. It's the perfect season to power your passions during Dell's summer sale event. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
This is an important notice to consumers facing $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt. You may not be required to pay it all back because there are special programs now in effect that will significantly reduce the amount you will owe if you qualify. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. These programs, which the credit card companies like to keep secret, exist to aid American consumers struggling with overwhelming credit card debt by offering tremendous savings and real debt relief. Accredited Debt Relief has established a special hotline for you to call and learn what savings you qualify for. They've helped qualify consumers with over $1 billion in debt and are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So don't wait. Get the relief you need during these hard economic times. For this free information, call the Accredited Debt Relief Hotline now. Call 800-585-8282. 800-585-8282. That's 800-585-8282.
When you have trouble sleeping, it's tough. When kids have trouble sleeping,
Mom, I can't sleep. Dad, just one more story?
for nights like this, try Vicks Pure Z's Kids. Our great tasting gummies are specially formulated for kids with a unique blend of botanicals and a low dose of melatonin to support their natural sleep cycle. Best of all, they're drug-free and non-habit forming. Help your child fall asleep naturally with Pure Z's Kids Gummies. Consult with a doctor before use. For ages 4 and up.
The Dell Technologies summer sale event is on with limited quantity deals on top tech. Save on select PCs powered by the latest Intel Core processors like Thin and Light XPS 13 laptops, Inspiron laptops, and 2-in-1s. Plus, get savings on select accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. It's the perfect season to power your passions during Dell's summer sale event. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
They're playing basketball. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Which star are you betting on? Who will set the tone? The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck starts at 7 a.m.
You know, this song you can get a paper cut to. You know,
Sorry about your paper cut.
Enjoy the leather seats. Get in. Hey.
From the Sports Animal live chat, join us on our live stream. Facebook.com/TalkABQ. Isaiah, the producer, now with us. You can see him on the camera if you're looking at the camera. Welcome to the program, Isaiah. Isaiah, how are you, brother? Take your time. It's just live radio.
Doing wonderful. How about you?
Oh,
Fred?
good. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
It's nice to have you. This is good.
Yes, it's great.
Yeah, the Albuquerque Adonis, Isaiah Johnson, joining us. So
Possibly.
He's got that scarlet letter on his shirt right there. You see that?
that's it's got that. What's Dallas Cowboys?
That's a Dallas Cowboys star on his shirt.
Yeah, Isaiah, go ahead and put that microphone in your mouth when you're talking to us.
Friends of the show, rejoice. We got a Cowboys fan behind the glass.
What did we do wrong in a previous life to deserve this?
Just one of many. Of many.
What many? What? Not championships. One of many what?
There's many championships and fans.
When during the 90s, when no one was good at the NFL, we just went down this road. Nobody cared about football in the 90s. No one at all.
Wow. So if I look up the ratings, they'll be worse in the 90s?
All right, first of all, TV ratings in the 90s were better than all ratings ever because there were no other alternative.
No other. You had 3 channels.
There were 3 of them.
Oh, gosh.
You're going to watch Full House and you're going to like it.
So if that's the case, all the teams should have great ratings.
They did.
Yeah.
And Murder, She Wrote drew 30 million people an episode, and Angela Lansbury sucks.
505-246-0610.
As far as fictional writers go?
Who's the fictional writing goat?
The fictional writing goat, ghostwriter. Everyone knows that. It's not even a conversation.
R.L. Stein.
Is a real person, Isaiah. You don't get the bit.
Ghost writer?
Yeah.
Ghost rider.
Writer.
They're very prolific. That ghost writer.
Friend of the show, Ken, called. And he was talking about how Red Auerbach's the greatest coach of all time. I'm gonna have a hard time with that on a lot of levels, but I'm gonna say he might be the greatest person to ever coach. I would absolutely subscribe to that idea.
Decent take.
Yeah. Greatest coach of all time? Well, here's the thing. When you're coaching during World War II,
he had a cheat code.
It's a different level. When he started coaching, there were no guys who looked like Isaiah playing in the league. That's a different game.
It's Bill Russell versus a guy who delivered mail up until an hour before the game. It was unfair.
Hey, can you finish my route today? I got to get over to the TD Garden. We got tip-off at 5. Actually, I don't even know if they had indoor lights at that time. They were probably just playing all noon games outside. Actually, they couldn't turn the lights on due to the Office of Civil Defense, and they were worried about air raids. No basketball.
The league was so poor, Jerry West was the second best player in the NBA.
The league was so bad.
He couldn't dribble with his left hand.
You can't disrespect Jerry.
What? Oh,
yes,
I can't.
Yes, I can. How dare you?
Are you messing with me right now?
They should have changed the logo 5 times.
The logo needs to be changed. I would right now, I could sketch a better logo.
He hit a full court game winner.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. Brian Scalabrine does that during warm-ups.
Yeah, my name, everyone, welcome. My name is Jerry West. I have one highlight in the history of my 20-year career. That's what you just said? Cool. Jerry West. Crappy's logo in sports is the NBA logo.
Wow.
The NFL shield, very good. The NHL shield, you know what? They just need a shield. This patch thing, what is it, a Pez? They have a Pez as a logo? It's a stupid logo. Jerry West is stupid.
MLB's logo is friggin' dope.
Oh, it's insanely dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like good versus evil.
Nice try stealing that one, NBA.
Yeah, they did try.
You picked the wrong dude.
Who's on the MLB logo? He must be someone as big as Jay, right?
Rod Carew. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Allegedly, Ted Williams.
It's not Ted Williams. What is this ignorance?
Look at his swing. It looks like it's a Ted Williams. Ted Williams is on the logo.
No, it is not.
They never officially said who it was on the logo.
Okay, it's Harmon Killebrew.
Ted Williams.
It's absolutely Harmon Killebrew.
It is not Harmon Killebrew.
I'm looking at it. Harmon Killebrew is the logo.
It is Teddy Ballgame.
It should be Fernando Tatis Jr. Get some cool,
eventually.
Get some cool dreads on there.
Yeah. Less steroids, though, please. Or an appropriate amount of steroids, which I've been told is 0.
According to MLB.com, popularly thought to be Hall of Famer Harmon Killebrew.
Teddy Ballgame.
1 hour of this program left.
What? That's it?
Well, and then Josh Sushan comes on. We hand it over to the Isotopes. It's a whole production at that point. Isaiah Johnson will be bringing you all of it.
Oh, my God. I booked myself all the way to this whole 7.
Nah.
Every weeknight, Monday through Friday, this whole summer. Do I have to change my schedule?
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
So come on, follow me. I walk it down the block to the bottom of the street. It's like the bottom of the beat. See the problem with the feet?
This report is brought to you by the Sandoval County Clerk's Office. The Sandoval County Clerk's Office is dedicated to further improve the accuracy of the voter rolls before the 2024 elections. Have you recently moved? Update your voter registration at nmvote.org. Together, we can ensure that voter rolls are accurate and continue to have confidence in our elections.
If you think that was wisdom, wait until this traffic report. We'll start with westbound on I-40 as you approach the interchange. You're going to run into some slowdowns there, and then slowdowns again from about 4th Street to Rio Grande. So be careful if you're headed west on I-40 this afternoon. Southbound on I-25, congestion between Osuna and Comanche. Also seeing slowdowns northbound I-25, Gibson to about Central. And westbound on Paseo right now between Jefferson and Coors, traffic is moving slow there.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. You do anything to keep your vehicle happy. Let's make sure it stays running smoothly. With eBay Guaranteed Fit, the right parts are just a click away. When you see the green check, you know that part will fit. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Old Nick Saban's at it again. Yesterday, he went right back in for essentially the same shot at the SEC spring meetings that he did a year ago, talking about NIL. This year, he added a few more schools. A&M is still on the list, but he added Texas and USC. According to Saban, those are the haves. And according to Saban, Alabama is among the have-nots. I mean, come on, Nick. Even you have to see how absurd that looks to pretty much everybody not named you, and how everybody in the world not named you doesn't want to hear that.
I thought they just had him here.
Rich, it is that he of all people is the one complaining the most about competitive and financial imbalances in the game, when everybody remembers when he was on top. Competitive and financial imbalance was his game.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and make all sorts of unforgettable memories that make summer, summer. Like cruising in a Camry to enjoy some ice cream by the beach. Before getting attacked by a flock of hungry seagulls.
It's yours! Take it! Take it! Toyota. Let's go places. Event ends May 31st. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Amory Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Oh, let's go.
From MLB.com/glossary/miscellaneous/major-league-baseball-logo. The official logo of Major League Baseball was designed by Jerry Dior in 1968 when MLB commissioned the marketing firm Dior worked to create a logo for the for the centennial celebration of professional baseball, set to take place in 1969. The logo first appeared on uniforms during the 1969 season. The ubiquitous design includes a white silhouette of a batter, popularly thought to be Hall of Fame Harmon Killebrew.
Wrong.
Flanked in a backdrop of blue and red. Dior has said he did not model the logo after any one player, and instead made it intentionally ambiguous in every way, including the batter's side of the plate.
Like D-I-O-R? Like Dior?
Like Dior.
Like the same clothing company?
Like the
fashionista clothing company? Dior?
Dior, like the cologne that Isaiah wears because his grandpa told him it was cool.
I don't know if that's accurate. Let's find out.
What cologne you wear, Isaiah?
St. Laurent.
Never heard of that. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Saint Laurent.
Saint Laurent?
YSL.
Saint Laurent.
Hey, Saint Laurent.
That's the official cologne of Victor Wembanyama.
Is that true? Is that correct?
I don't know about that part.
You gonna get a Wembanyama jersey? What's up?
Nah, not in the Spurs. Can't get a Spurs jersey. I'm all Lakers. We know this. That's why I
Uh-oh.
got a rep for
I
Jerry.
swear to God.
He's one of those.
Come on. Cowboys, Lakers. Let me guess.
Yankees or Dodgers? Which
Yankees,
one?
Which one?
More of a Cardinal guy.
That's right.
What?
That's a good answer.
What?
That's the right answer. That's my dude right there.
Notre
Is that
Dame
what you want?
football?
You duh.
Nah,
You
Oregon. I like
Duke,
Oregon.
Duke basketball.
Nah. Never really got a basketball team.
All right. He just began the cliche. He couldn't finish it.
Yeah. He didn't know. We've interviewed LeGarrette Blount so many times, and he doesn't remember a one of them.
Still a dude.
Aaron Rodgers' agent told the Packers to fire this Gutekunst. Am I saying that correctly? Gutekunst?
Gutenkunst.
So he said, you got to fire this dude or my boy's going to walk. Okay. I mean, I guess I get that. I get it.
All right, cool. How about I draft Jordan Love?
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Like
oh, huh. You want to make a power play?
Called my bluff.
Oh, yeah, Jerry Maguire. I'll show you. I'll show you the money.
Do you think everyone in Aaron Rodgers' life has to tell him every day how much they like him? Do you think if you don't walk up to, if you like, you're in the morning, you're in the building, you're at the New Jersey Jets facility in the morning, you're walking around, and if you don't like look up from your phone or say hello to him, he, like Michael Jordan, takes that personally?
Yes.
Yes, he's that guy.
A-Rod's arms are number one. A-Rod's legs are number one.
Who is doing this voice? Who is this?
A-Rod's shoulders are number one.
I have no idea what this is.
That's a Nacho Libre reference, Fred.
Okay, never heard that in my life. What is the movie with Jack Black?
Correct.
Never seen it.
It's hilarious. Put it high on your list.
I have not seen it either. It's pretty popular.
Oh, you guys have a date night. Go watch Nacho Libre.
How are we going to possibly have a date night when we have Dallas Cowboys beef right here?
Cowboy beef?
Cowboy beef.
I think it's just beef.
Yeah. Excellent.
Sirloin.
Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers beef, like drops as much as like who's like a rapper that drops albums all the time?
La Russell.
Yeah, there's a new La Russell every single day from Aaron Rodgers.
It's quite prolific.
And the Green Bay Packers. I think I dropped my best joke ever on you the other day. It was a throwaway joke.
Shall we revisit?
I'm just saying.
All right, I'll softball it into you.
So the other day, Isaiah, this might hit with you. I said, finally, Kendrick Lamar put out a banger after all these years of trying. It was at the very end of the show as we were going off air.
I must have slipped right by me.
Because it's an AI song. He had nothing to do with it.
Okay, that wasn't on air. I remember that now. That was hilarious.
It was a banger joke.
That was really good.
It was for an audience of one.
Isaiah, did you see that they made like a very passable, very good hip hop song? Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar were just their voices and AI.
I've heard of the AI wave. I've heard some of the songs, but not Kendrick's.
Kendrick and Beyonce made a banger about America.
This is America.
Yeah. I don't think it's called This Is America. That's Childish Gambino.
It's close.
But but yeah, I heard it once and I was like, something sounds off. And I started reading articles about Beyonce and Kendrick's new song. I was like, oh, it's all AI?
It's tremendous.
And me not thinking Fred would ever know anything current events with Kendrick Lamar slid that one in on me.
I laugh for days to myself. I would be in mixed company with other people and I just give a little giggle and they go, what? I go, no, I can't. Ugh. Packers bringing Jordan Love. He spends a couple years trying to get away. Also, he spent like a fair amount of time trying to sabby like Jordan Love on the way out. Like Jordan, like they would put him in games and he would do like that weird stuff where like he just wouldn't hold the clipboard or whatever. And you're like, what are you doing, Aaron? You're weird, dude.
How do you guys feel about Jordan Love? You confident in him?
Are you talking about future NFL MVP, Jordan Love? Is that what you're talking about?
Hold on. MVP. That's a stretch. He's going to need another year. Next year's MVP, Jordan Love. Future Hall of Famer, Jordan Love. The Packers got the playbook. You waste a first-round pick on some undervalued guy. Let him understudy for 3 years. You let the guy walk to the New Jersey Jets. Bing, bang, boom. You got yourself another Hall of Fame quarterback.
If you've seen it
It's a proven track record.
seen it 100 times.
That would
Also-
be insane.
What are they up against? Crappy Chicago Bears and their crappy quarterback? Crappy Minnesota Vikings and their crappy quarterback? They got to beat one team, and that's perennially the worst team that does it, the Detroit Lions of Lower Michigan.
With a better team and younger Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Jared Goff.
Like, there's no competition for Jordan Love.
You truly believe the Lions are the biggest competition in that division?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lions are the best team in the North.
Maybe it's because my Cowboys handled them. Maybe that's why I
The-
have that much respect for
They're
them.
not even in the Cowboys are in the East.
No, the last time we played the Lions, we handled it pretty easily. Pretty sure it was last year too, actually.
This is okay. So
Oh,
I'm
it's
noticing a
because the
trend.
Lions lose to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving every year for the ghost of John Madden. It's a setup. It's not a real game.
I would even argue that the Lions are America's team now. I would say that, like with a lot of confidence. Wow, the Lions are America's team.
Jacksonville Jaguars
Are America's team.
America's team.
Let's go with
Might as
that.
well. You might as well.
Trevor Sunshine Lawrence, America's quarterback.
From the West Coast, plays on the East Coast.
He can be America's quarterback.
He
Trevor.
got better hair than you.
He does.
I wasn't looking. Were you talking about me or Isaiah?
Both.
Okay.
The Minnesota Vikings, who's their quarterback now? That's the point. There's no one there. There's zero talent.
Who, the Vikings?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean old Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins?
Sucks. Your boy, Justin Fields, possibly the worst decision in the NFL ever, drafting Justin Fields.
Okay, no, that's where you're super wrong.
Me?
Really
He's
wrong.
a dude.
And they got the wrong St. Brown.
They got the second best St. Brown.
Oh, the Scottie Pippen of St. Brown's? No one wants that.
No, Scottie Pippen's the best St. Brown.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Just not if you count ex-wives' behavior.
6 wins in the North, obviously.
6 wins might win the North.
It might win the entirety of the North.
Yeah.
The Bears will get 9.
From what?
They'll get 9.
No.
They will. They'll squeak out 9. I think I think Aaron Rodgers has mentally made them a worse team. I think he just had them defeated
The
before
Bears,
the year started.
he's
Yeah.
owned them his whole career.
Correct.
I hope Jordan Love does that the first win he gets against the Bears. I own you. I own your asses. I own you my whole career.
Expletive.
My whole career of one game.
The NFC North plays the entire AFC West.
Can the whole division go 8-9? Is that statistically possible?
So I assume that no one in the NFC North will win a game against an AFC West team. Or is that a stupid assumption?
They'll sneak a couple, but basically what you're saying.
Maybe 2?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I get the gist of it. Yeah.
So the Bears, all right, here we go. So the Lions have at home Bears, Packers, Vikings, obviously. That's a given. They'll beat the Falcons at home. They'll beat the Panthers at home.
Okay.
They'll beat the Broncos at home.
Okay.
Depending-
Broncos will be better this year.
Now, it depends if Tom Brady is sitting late in the year, but they might have a chance to beat the Raiders at home. And they're definitely going to beat
Well, I mean, if it's late enough in the season, Tom Brady will be undefeated as the quarterback of the Las Vegas
Yeah,
Raiders.
resting.
Yeah, you already got the number 1 seed
They're
locked up.
already locked up.
Because you went 14-0.
That's what I'm saying.
So you just take the last 3 weeks off.
And the Seahawks, Geno Smith already got paid, so he's not going to do a single thing this year. So every home, they'll go undefeated at home. That's what I'm saying. So there's 8 wins.
Well, besides the Niners, the NFC West is garbage.
Well, we're not talking about the West yet. If we were to talk about first of all, the 49ers are booty. They should have been in the Super Bowl every single year for the last 10 years, and they refuse to get a quarterback that can get them there.
They would have just stood with Kaepernick.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
have like 6 titles.
But you know what they did? They gave in to pressure, and they let the league blacklist them.
Well, old, yeah, put the emphasis on black.
Yeah, super black.
Yeah.
Isaiah, right? Isaiah?
Correct.
Isaiah, right?
Correct.
Billionaire Boys Club obviously
Yeah.
blacklisted them from winning 6 or 7, maybe 12 Super Bowls.
Correct.
About 6.
They could in a row, probably.
5. You're right. 6 was foolish. 5.
Who in the boys? The 49ers have been the most waste of talent over the last 10 years than any organization I've ever seen. Ever.
They're going to win the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. They're going to lose the Super Bowl to the Jacksonville Jaguars this year with one of 3 quarterbacks. It doesn't matter. Niners are good enough to beat the whole dog expletive deleted NFC and then lose to Sunshine Trevor Lawrence.
Their
in the
franchise
bowl.
is so dang bad that their starting quarterback was the last guy that could have been taken in the NFL draft. Every NFL team looked at the draft and said, we all don't want him. Every single team. And the 49ers were like, well, what do we know about quarterbacks anyways? And they took the worst one.
Beyond that, their quarterback analysis is hot garbage. Beyond Mr. Irrelevant, the year before that, they wasted their whole future of first-round picks on a guy that no one will even trade for, Trey Lance. He's finally healthy. They don't want him.
They don't want him.
They keep putting out positive stories about how good Sam Darnold has been this whole time.
Their best player is super racist, one of the Bosas. Like, they don't know what they're doing.
Wait, hold on. They got Nick.
Is he the good one or the racist one?
I think they both lean a certain
Yeah, I was
way.
like, they're both a little questionable. Nick's a nicer guy, though, from what I've heard.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Got that going for him.
Yeah, Nick's a nicer guy. Joey,
Okay.
he doesn't really hide it. I heard in college he didn't really have any friends. He didn't want roommates. Joey was very to himself.
Wow.
Yeah, because you can't have any roommates.
No.
It's just the big white defensive end and the quarterback.
Right.
You can't sleep with anyone else on the team.
No.
Because reasons.
And the punter, he's so cool. He's like, listen, I'm not doing it.
Well, the punter,
I'm not going in there.
The punter majored in liberal arts.
Yeah.
He's not going to shack up with a Bosa.
Every time he
There's no way.
Yeah, every time he punts it, like he's like, let's ride. And people like, that dude's weird, but he's not as weird as our defensive end, Nick or Joey Bosa.
The Bosa boys put out a mass email. Hey, what you guys doing January 6th?
Yeah, hey, we think about having a
Block
party.
out your calendar.
We won't be playing no football. Season will be over by then. Let's all get together.
Whether they are or not, we're there.
Yeah, we're there. Listen, if we're having a game, I got an idea. We just have a rally outside, a peaceful one.
Now hear me out. Body doubles.
Yep.
There's already 2 Bosas.
Mm-hmm.
We got multiple Watts. We don't all need to be there.
30 Gronkowski's left.
What about the Kelseys?
What about them? They got a weird mom. That's how I feel about the Kelsey. I think I hate every single part of the NFL except for the soon-to-be Super Bowl champion Las Vegas Raiders and their starting quarterback, Tom Brady. That's the only thing I like in the NFL right now. And Jordan Love.
Wow.
You could have had like 5 Cromarties.
Well, and then there's like a multiplier because the one's got 20 kids.
Yeah, sweet. You got 2 generations.
Are all the true fonts still in the league?
Oh my God, there's so many true fonts.
Rolls. There was a bunch of rolls.
Samuel. You got a couple Samuels.
Oh, there's a couple Samuels.
Antoine.
Yeah, Antoine Roll was in the league. Samari was.
And Samuel.
But he went on to become a Rhodes Scholar. He dropped out of the league to become like a doctor and save lives and stuff. Like, what? Way to go, my dude. But, with all this stuff we're talking about, every single storyline here does not matter because the New Jersey Jets have Aaron Rodgers, and that's the only thing that matters to anyone. Wild.
You're not wrong.
He's a little bit.
What?
It's the main storyline.
It's the only story.
Tom Brady's going to unretire and be the quarterback of the Raiders just to shove it in Rodgers' face one more time.
In the AFC,
Yes.
in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I would love that so much. I yearn for that.
Jimmy G has the bum foot. They get to release him the day before preseason starts because he can't pass a physical. Oh my God, we can't scramble to get another quarterback. Everyone's under contract. Do 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 do.
What was that?
Sexy skeleton face, Tom Brady.
We're gonna do something we've never done on the show.
That's exciting.
We're gonna preview. It's hard to even say it. The NHL Stanley Cup Finals.
That's the funniest joke you've ever said on this program.
Not joking. I learned how to pronounce some names.
Oh, Eastern European stuff.
There's a guy named Bob Rofsky. That's a last name only. It's not Bob, then Roski.
Any relation to Bob Ross?
That and so much more whenever we
Polish
get back.
Bob Ross?
It's 2 Men On. Live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We, of course, started days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Today's I-9 Varsity and I-9 Varsity of unisex names. That will come at 5:45 on this program. Don't forget about that. Of course, tomorrow is a Throwing Thursday over at ABQ Axe. We'll be hanging out there. Red Door next Thursday. Thank you to them for being a partner of the program. We are not at Hollow Spirits until Friday, but come hang out with us at Hollow Spirits on Friday. That's going to be a good little bit. Did I miss anyone, Van? 6-6 Diner, where we had lunch today.
Yeah. I still got my cup right here. I had a milkshake and a coffee. It's fantastic.
It was a s'more milkshake, Isaiah. It was like vanilla and marshmallow and graham.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was so good. It was so incredibly good. 2 Men On. Thank you, Teller Vodka. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Well, traffic right now. Crash cleanup continuing westbound on I-40 near University. You're going to see slowdowns as you approach San Mateo, so watch out there. Also, crash cleanup on Paseo headed west right now near 2nd Street. Quite a bit of congestion starting right around Jefferson, so watch yourself there. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, traffic moving slow there, and seeing some slow spots on Coors, both directions of Coors, actually, as you approach Montano.
This message brought to you by Sandia Golf Club.
Our state's best golf course, voted on by golfers, is Sandia Golf Club. Committed to providing the best experience and best conditions to golfers of all levels. There's nothing like it. Visit sandiagolf.com for the best available rates and to book your tee time today. We'll see you on the tee.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Jim Rome.
The long national nightmare in the nation's capital was over. Talking about Dan Snyder reaching a preliminary, non-exclusive, unsigned, unapproved agreement to sell the team. Officially unofficial, yet officially time to celebrate, Commander fan. And if this is the beginning of the end, then Snyder's tenure there can be summed up as such. Horrible owner, worst person. Arguably, worst owner, and even worse person.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10. On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced. Let our professional parts people test your battery for free at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Nothing says summer like an ice-cold Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Smooth, refreshing, real brewed tea with 5% alcohol. Look for Twisted Tea in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
The Dell Technologies Summer Sale event starts now with limited quantity deals on select performance PCs with Windows 11 Pro. Save on select Vostro laptops with built-in security features and select Latitude laptops with enhanced privacy, collaboration, and connectivity. Save on essential accessories, plus free shipping and special financing with Dell Business Credit. Dell Technologies recommends Windows 11 Pro for business. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to business customers by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
At SimpliSafe, we know during a break-in, every second counts. So our home security system is powered by 24/7 professional monitoring agents who use Fast Protect technology, only from SimpliSafe, to capture video evidence and verify a threat for fast police response. Now, install SimpliSafe your way. Do it yourself or have an expert set it up for you with new Pro Install. Get 20% off any new system with interactive monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels, Plumbing, heating, and
Go green with Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Beat the heat with a high-efficiency AC or heat pump system from Daniels. Right now, Daniels is offering instant rebates on high-efficiency heat pump systems and take advantage of federal tax credits. Your investment is protected with their 10-year parts and 5-year labor guarantee. Daniels financing with plans to fit any budget, including 0% interest. Start your project today with a free estimate, 898-8860. Stay cool, calm, collected with Daniels, and go green today.
Sound off right now at 246-0610. Come on!
I make it hot to death, hot to death, hot to death.
Gretzky breaks away down the left-hand side. There's no one between him and Brodeur. He does his top shot on the left-hand side. Oh! Gretzky scores a game-winning goal. I can't name a hockey player since the 90s.
I got two for you. I literally two.
Sidney Crosby.
Yep.
Alexander Ovechkin.
Boom.
Those are the only two, right? The dude now, and I think his name is Connor McDavid, is the dude.
Oh, okay. Never. I could have reached.
Yeah.
I could have had a third, not a fourth. There's no way.
I could get like Jaromir Jagr, but he also played in the 90s.
Sorry, I was talking about active.
Well, I think he was active just until like 5 minutes ago.
He just retired after his 37th professional season.
Look that up. I don't think you're far off. If you were to be like, Fred, name a player currently playing professional hockey that did not play in the 90s. I think those are the only dudes I could come up with. I don't think I could come up with others. I'm really putting thought into it.
I know about Toes just because, Blackhawks had a little run.
What do you like?
Toews. Toes.
I don't even think that's right.
I thought you were doing some Rex Ryan stuff.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about,
Yeah.
What is that called? We just talked about that earlier.
Oh, you got a foot fetish?
Podophilia? Podophilia?
No, sir.
Yeah, I can't at all come up with any hockey players.
He retired from the NHL 2018.
How many years did he play?
28 years.
28 years, dude.
27 seasons, 28 years.
That's like an Undertaker streak.
Hey, he's still playing in his hometown in the Czech Republic.
I'm telling you.
It's insane.
Yeah, and he's lighting goals and laying hose. That's how Jaromir Jagr did it. All right. So we're going to bet on the NHL, okay? I don't know how else to make myself invested in this thing at all, unless you guys have an idea.
Oh, financially is the only way to get me invested.
And I like,
by the way, this is the exact moment of the year that we talk hockey. When there's only 2 left, we know max there can only be 7 games left.
There can only be, they play 7-game series?
By the way, live hockey, hard to beat.
So good.
Hard to beat. Up against the glass, few better sports to watch.
The last hockey game match.
Go Fish.
Thank you. I don't know.
Yeah.
The last hockey
competition.
Bout, thank you.
Uh-huh.
That I watched was 2019, the St. Louis Blues Game 7 against the Boston Bruins. It has been that long. So 20, 21, 22, 20. It's been at least 4 years.
There's been a whole pandemic.
And I watched that with friend of the show, Rob Portnoy, at a bar.
Uh-huh. I remember I was there. Had to leave.
You left early.
Had a Tinder date.
Yeah. Because that's how little you cared about hockey.
Yeah. What was it? It was Game 7, wasn't it?
So at least you remember that, because I know you don't remember that Tinder date's name. So that's the point.
Excellent. No, I do remember it was a Game 7.
Yes.
And I do remember that St. Louis won. So there's that.
But not the name.
Oh, the Tinder date?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, why would you?
No.
Why?
I was pretty prolific at that time.
I remember you being like, after we were watching Game 7.
They're like, dang, another Tinder date? I was like, dang, it's a day that ends in Y.
I didn't say that.
Well, the person next to you was.
Friend of the show, Rob Portnoy.
Rob Portnoy, yeah.
So and also we both have St. Louis ties. So we were both like, let's go Blues, which I assume is the cheer.
I don't think it is.
What's that? They were doing the song Gloria.
A blues song?
It was a
There's
blues.
so many blues songs.
It was a blues song.
Little John Lee Hooker.
Hey, give me some clues. Give me some blues clues, and I'll guess this song.
Okay. The color rhymes with your name.
Blue.
Nope. You're bad at this.
Vegas. All right, here are the numbers right here. The Vegas Golden Knights are favored.
Okay.
Okay. So you put down on. Do you know about betting, Isaiah? Are we about to teach you about betting on the show?
Depends on what kind of betting.
The one we're talking about right now.
What would that be?
Hockey.
Hockey, I do it on underdog.
I don't know what that is, but it's not a paid endorsement from our program. So it's 125. The Knights are favored. Okay. So that means you got to put down $125 to make $100. The Panthers are the underdoggy at 115, which means, Isaiah, you got to put down $100 to make $115. Here's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost not worth risking the money.
No.
Like, none of this matters to me.
Are you talking about the odds of picking a team?
Yeah.
Or your knowledge of hockey?
My knowledge.
Our boy, frequent contributor to the program, Jake Cassio, had a futures bet on the Panthers.
Oh, he still has it?
Yes.
We have a mutual friend who at the very beginning of the NBA season put a $20 ride on the Miami Heat.
Wow.
And I know what the payout number is, and I'm not even going to say the name of the person because this is like a significant amount of money.
Yeah.
And I go, that was only $20.
Yeah.
like I'm living my life wrong. I should have put a future on every team.
That's
like, why do I just not do that?
Because most of their odds are so astronomical, you'll be losing large chunks.
Yeah,
of
but what if Miami hit one time?
Well, you could cover a lot next year.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
You could maybe lock in Denver for next year. That'd be a good bet. I put that down.
Denver who?
The Nuggets. Put them down right now to get back to the
That
finals.
team that's about to get swept in 3 games?
Wow. That's what you think? That's what you both think?
I saw Jimmy Butler play.
I've seen Jimmy Butler play.
Froggy Fresh never made a song about Nikola Jokic.
There's only one word that rhymes with Jokic, and that's why we wouldn't be able to play the song on air.
Yeah. Wait, you can say that word. Just not in a derogatory manner.
Yeah, you can technically say that word.
Yeah.
It doesn't enhance the program, we don't do it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. There's better adjectives. You female dog, you.
The Golden Knights have been a hockey team for about 4 years. I feel like they're in the finals every year. They haven't won the final. This seems like the one.
Look, they've been successful every year since their inception.
But they haven't won.
No.
And the Florida Panthers have at some point won, is my understanding.
Was Jaromir Jagr on the team when they won?
I wouldn't be able to say with confidence. To put a $20 run on the favored Las Vegas Knights, Black Knights. That's my plan.
All right. Well, I will run with the Wonderkin, young Jakey boy.
So we're going against each other on this.
Okay. I'll take the Panthers. I have a vested interest, even though I have apprehensions on anything except for Miami, Florida. I will still go. Hold on. Where are the Panthers? Isn't it like Tampa?
Tampa has a team. I believe the Florida Panthers are in Miami.
Is it really?
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Lightning are in St. Pete, which is close to Tampa.
Okay.
And then I think there's a team in the Carolinas, but it might also play in Florida.
Yeah, Greater Miami, of course.
We'll
Never mind, I'm back in.
We'll grab a break right now.
Big Florida Panthers guy here. Always have been.
You?
Yeah. Obviously, with my knowledge of the history of the franchise and where they're located, big Panthers guy.
All those years with
way better than the Carolina Panthers.
Standout player. One NFL division hasn't had a repeat champion since 2004.
Are you talking about their captain, Alexander Barkov? Put some respect on my favorite player's name, Fred.
I hate your guts. We're predicting the winner of this conference, which hasn't had a repeat winner since 04. Whenever we get back, it's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The Enchilito is back at Taco Bell. Rewards members voted, and now the timeless treat returns again. Smothered in tangy red sauce, covered in melted cheddar cheese, and topped with nostalgia. Order the Enchilito today on the Taco Bell app or website. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last.
And traffic right now, seeing a lot of congestion westbound on I-40. We've got that crash near University, and it is causing a lot of slowdowns. They go all the way back to Wyoming. Be patient if you're caught up in that. If you can, just avoid that area altogether and seek out an alternate route. Paseo headed west this afternoon. Crash cleanup continues as you approach 2nd Street. You're going to see backups with that. Going all the way back to I-25 and actually extending down the northbound I-25 off-ramp onto Paseo. So watch yourself there as well. Southbound on I-25 right now is sooner to Montgomery. Traffic moving slow there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Take the Mets as dogs. I'm Erin Hawksworth here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Aaron Nola and the Phillies face the division rival Mets tonight in Queens, and the BetQL model likes the home dog. Carlos Carrasco is on the bump for New York, and BetQL has Mets plus 105 as a 4-star best bet. BetQL projects the Mets as a significant favorite. I'm Erin Hawksworth. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Injury Lawyers is a leading personal injury law firm in Albuquerque with a history of winning big for clients. The lawyers at GVI Law focus on catastrophic injury cases, including semi-truck wrecks, drunk driving car wrecks, and oil field injuries. They win, and they win big for their clients.
Ever wonder why your business doesn't show up on online search maps, but your competitors do? It's hundreds of things. Things that Cumulus Boost can identify and fix. And that's how we boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
Blake's Lotaburger and New Mexico United have teamed up and are giving you early access. Pre-game your day with a New Mexico United breakfast burrito, bacon and sausage in one tortilla to help you score the perfect morning. Available exclusively and only at Blake's Lotaburger.
Is your stucco going ucco? You need to do like me and hire CertaPro painters. You will drive up to your home and that stucco will look brand new, and so will your home, and it will increase the value of your home. They're honest, they're clean, and they have attention to detail. Your home will look amazing. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. For your home or business.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. So why are you walking to work? Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They're draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do, because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Oh, wait. You're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PHIL for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first.
Back on 15.
You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PHIL for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PHIL.
They're playing basketball. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Which star are you betting on? Who will set the tone? The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck starts at 7 a.m.
...2004, Philadelphia Eagles. 2005, New York Giants. 6 Eagles, 7 Cowboys, 8 Giants, 9 Cowboys, 10 Eagles, 11 Giants, 12 Guardians, 13 Eagles, 14 Cowboys, 15 Washington Guardians, 18 Cowboys, 17 Eagles, 18 Cowboys, 19 Eagles, 2020 Washington Guardians, 2021 Dallas Cowboys, 2022 Philadelphia Eagles.
This one's easy. They break the chain this year. Eagles again. Take us to commercial, Isaiah.
It was that easy. Good job, guys.
Yeah. Adios.
You got Jalen Hurts. But then they've never had a repeat champion since 2004. How could it possibly be true that the Eagles, who won the division last year so astonishingly, how could they ever possibly repeat it? That's what people say.
They're breaking the chain this year. Unless the Dallas Cowboys.
Break the chain.
Fred's favorite song of all time.
The best rock and roll song of all time, Fleetwood Mac's The Chain.
Isaiah, unless you send a strongly worded email to Jerry Jones saying that Cooper Rush should be the starting quarterback, they're just going to live in mediocrity forever.
They dictate that email
with
down.
Dak Prescott.
Dear Jerry, I hate your stinking guts.
Duh.
I can tell you this, the Giants will finish in dead last.
Third. I got him third.
Okay.
Well, geez, Isaiah, who do you have in first?
I'm going to have to go with my boys.
Okay.
It's easy,
Homer.
easy. If you guys all had to bet money, you'd bet money on them to win the division.
Are you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I will. I'll bet the Eagles when it gets closer to football season.
Yeah. Figure it out.
As long as they have a healthy Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown and Jalen Carter hasn't killed a dude yet, like, I will take the Eagles easily.
As much as Isaiah drops hot takes on this show, that's how many passes the Cowboys drop. So many.
I think it's very easily forgotten how good we were last year.
It is because you weren't.
We beat the Eagles. We beat Philly.
Yeah, because they get 2 shots at it every year. A broken clock is right twice a day.
Hey, Van, you know it. Cooper almost beat them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Now, you ain't going to do it with Dak.
They did do it with Dak.
Well, I mean, they rested all their players. Eagles didn't have anybody playing.
Just threw that out there.
They're losing games to the Washington Guardians and their quarterback, Taylor Heineke. Losers.
Yeah, I think it's Eagles, and it's pretty easy this year.
I do, too. So they're going to break the chain. Never break the chain.
You guys can feel free to bet with me on that one.
Yes.
Yes, Isaiah, we are
Thank you.
saying yes.
All right, let's do it.
Here's the bet. We bet that the Cowboys won't win the NFC East. And if we are correct, obviously, you have to spend 1 week in the community garden at the YMCA. And if you win,
He has to like live there?
No,
Like
just
sleep there and
gardening.
shower in the garden, the whole thing?
No, it's like just gardening.
Oh, just help in the garden.
Help in the garden.
That's way more fair of
Yeah.
a bet.
And then if you win, Isaiah, we both have to do the same thing, but at the same time and half the work. This is a good bet.
Have you seen how old we are? It's
cannot-
more than half the work.
I would be a terrible gardener.
Yeah.
I know
It
nothing
is.
about acidity.
Fred's 6.5 foot tall, and he's got the hands of a painter.
I have the world's softest hands.
Not painting walls.
No.
Painting Art Deco in the
Yeah.
60s.
Correct. I didn't go to the Bob Ross Institute, but I learned. I learned his methods, not just to painting, but to life.
His happy little hot takes.
The Cowboys are what the Cowboys were last year. That's a fact. The Giants are better. The Eagles are better than both of them. And the Washington Guardians can only get better because they have new ownership and new everything, and they're changing the team name to something that's not stupid.
We glanced over this when it happened because we were just so filled with content that day. But they're not going to be the Commanders already.
Correct.
They lost their trademark.
Yes.
So your joke of them being the Guardians, it might come true this year.
What joke?
Because that is better. That is better than Commanders.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Guardians is a garbage name for any kind of team.
Correct. Like the one that plays in Washington.
But compared to the Commanders, that's way better.
Are you talking about the Cleveland Commanders?
I don't care what city they are. Both names are garbage.
Also, this is the only division in football where every team has won a chip. So I keep that in mind too. Like there's a perennial loser in every division except for this one. I'm into the Eagles.
We know you are.
You a little bit could call it the NFC Beast instead of the NFC East.
Okay. Eagles over under on wins.
Okay.
Ranges in between 10.5 and 11.
That'll win you the division.
Okay.
Easy over.
Okay.
Very easy.
Isaiah's Dallas Cowboys ranges from 9.5 to 10.
It's like second place.
Easy over.
So the world thinks the Eagles are going to win 2 more games.
Isaiah's treating these predictions like eggs. They're not over easy. Also, I feel like people bring this up every single year. Every single year, people, let's never a repeat because the division's so good. I'll tell you this: the division's got each other figured out, but I think there's like a super pact amongst the GMs and the ownerships to not draft players that can beat the other teams. Because do you remember like when the idiot Dallas Cowboys drafted Micah Parsons, and you're like that player is not going to help you win games. That's a wasted draft pick.
You should have got a WR2.
You should have got a WR2. You should have got anyone who could bring in the freaking ball and hold on to it.
You're joking, right?
About what? I don't know any teams that have defensive players that win games. You know who wins games? Quarterbacks. Wide receivers. The only 2 positions you need. Not super soft middle linebackers who drop back in coverage. Chase around tight ends that don't get the ball thrown to them.
You think that's what Micah does?
I'm seeing Micah. I know that's what he does.
He's top 3 in sacks.
In what?
Sacks.
No.
Yeah, he was.
Against who?
Offensive lineman.
Nah.
Look, Isaiah, I'll give Micah his flowers right now.
You got to.
He is a legit good football player.
Will be Hall of Famer.
On a belligerently average team.
Oh, my God.
He's wasted.
Micah Parsons.
His talents are wasted in Dallas. You need to trade him to a good team like the Eagles, maybe.
I agree with that.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I can't believe that Micah Parsons is the best player at the position that no good players try to play. That's incredible. No one is growing up like, can't wait to be a middle linebacker. No one does that.
All right, best player. Here's the ball. You're the quarterback.
Yes.
All right, here, big boys. You know where you're standing.
Uh-huh.
He was a running back coming up.
All right, fast guys.
Oh, so
one of you gets to be a wide receiver. One of you gets to running back.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. All right. Okay. All the fast guys.
Whose parents can abort?
You start throwing stuff at these guys.
Yes.
Whoever the fast guys are that can't catch. Welcome to the secondary.
Whose parents can afford the best wide receivers' gloves?
And then who's left is like, oh, Micah, you can play linebacker. That's how it works.
No, he was a linebacker in college. Or excuse me, he was a running back in high school. And then they were like, well, you're not quite good enough to be a running back, but we already accidentally gave you a scholarship. So,
Let's see.
Yeah, go play defense.
I think Saquon Barkley had something to do about that one.
Who?
Saquon Barkley. I think he probably is why Micah wasn't.
Hey, here's the thing. Micah Parsons is a better linebacker than Saquon Barkley is a running back. Saquon Barkley has so much more money.
This is a fact. This is a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact because there's no point to be a middle linebacker.
But Micah will get the biggest defensive contract in NFL history.
Cool, and that will be nothing compared to so many offensive contracts.
Doubtful.
Every left tackle?
Yes.
Every single left tackle.
Every single quarterback. Every single wide receiver one.
Name a left tackle.
Orlando Pace.
Current left tackle. That's not on the Rams.
Oh, I could not do that.
Tyron.
They all make more money than every linebacker in the NFL.
As they should. Hear me out. We should just play a 7-on-7 game. It would be so much better.
Oh, that's where the NFL's going anyway.
That's what I yearn for. Stand up, don't touch. Everyone be cool. Quarterbacks are so important. You can carry an extra one now. It doesn't even count against you. Today's I-9 Varsity, whenever we get back, the I-9 Varsity unisex name.
Let's go.
It's going to be a good one. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Verizon. Ready to take control of your phone plan? Well, then you better take that next turn to a Verizon store. Because my plan from Verizon is the kind of control we all deserve. Get exactly what you want. Only pay for what you need. Get my plan at your Verizon store today.
Well, traffic right now does look like that crash westbound on I-40 near University has been cleared. However, we are still seeing quite a bit of slowdowns between Wyoming and San Mateo, so watch yourself there. Then a little further down westbound on I-40 between 2nd Street and Coors, traffic moving slow there as well. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, that continues to move slow. Still dealing with a lot of congestion on Paseo headed west. We've got that crash near 2nd Street. You're going to see slowdowns go all the way back to I-25 and actually trying to get from northbound I-25 onto Paseo. We're seeing a lot of delays at the off-ramp there on northbound I-25, so be careful headed in that area. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with a CBS Sports Minute. The bitter feelings between Aaron Rodgers and the Packers general manager Brian Gutekunst aren't going anywhere. In an interview with The Athletic, Rodgers still chafes at the lack of communication from the Packers, dating back to their selection of Jordan Love in 2020. What happened after that? Rodgers won 2 MVPs. Clearly, Rodgers wants to prove the Packers made the wrong choice by moving on. The only way to do that is to win big in New York. I'm Maggie Gray.
Jim Rowe.
Y'all remember Javi Baez, the slick fielding, power slugging shortstop of the alleged dynastic Cubs? Remember when he went to the Mets and turned all of New York against him by thumbs downing Met fans to their faces? He's at it again with the Tigers, doing Javi Baez things like forgetting how many outs there are. I know, my man. Hard to count to 3.
Hey, so she's got me pushing start at 55.50.
FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
With every other attorney in town talking about winning and how much they've won, it's time we look at the facts and set the record straight. Lerner Rowe has helped over 150,000 people collect billions of dollars for their injuries, with over $1 billion recovered in the last 5 years alone. We have over 50 attorneys and over 400 legal professionals and their resources to fight for you. The reality is, there's Lerner and Rowe, then there's everybody else.
Lerner Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state offices. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and make all sorts of unforgettable memories that make summer, summer. Like cruising in a Camry to enjoy some ice cream by the beach. Before getting attacked by a flock of hungry seagulls.
It's yours! Take it! Take it! Toyota. Let's go places. Event ends May 31st. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Visit your Albuquerque Santa Fe Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Robert is a real Prevagen user and content contributor.
I am Robert Strickler. My wife Joyce and I have been married for 53 years. Certainly one of the really important things in my life are our children and our grandchildren. I am essentially a writer. I've been involved in communications in the media. I've been an avid fly fisherman for at least 40 or more years. I've been taking Prevagen for at least 8 years. For me, the greatest benefit over the years has been that Prevagen seems to help me recall things and also think more clearly, have a crisper ability to remember and think through things. And I enthusiastically recommend Prevagen. It has helped me an awful lot.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life. Prevagen is available in stores everywhere. Based on a clinical study of subgroups of individuals who are cognitively normal or mildly impaired, this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Lobo fans, football season tickets are on sale now for as low as $86. The Lobos have an attractive home schedule, which features in-state rival New Mexico State on September 16th. Also, now through June 30th, For every season ticket renewal or new purchase, fans will receive an exclusive 2023 Logo Football season ticket holder hat. Be part of the club to receive this exclusive early bird gift. Join us at University Stadium this fall by visiting gologos.com/tickets today.
Fat burning, hypercore, increased metabolism, hypercore, flattening the midsection, hypercore, appetite suppressing, hypercore, all day energy, hypercore. The Contour Elite featuring hypercore has been NutriShop's best-selling fat burner for over 10 years and has sold over 100,000 units in New Mexico. So yes, over 100,000 people just like you have decided to change the way they look and feel. Stop by your 2 Albuquerque NutriShops today or visit us online at NutriShopNM.com. NutriShop.
The king of sports talk.
I have not given myself enough credit lately.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Today's I-9 Varsity, the I-9 Varsity unisex names, League Office 280 and I9Sports.com, 505-312-4999. The number one unisex name is Jordan.
Jordan, i.e. the second best player on the 90s Bulls, Michael Jordan?
It's Jordan. The answer is Jordan. You can be a boy named Jordan. You can be a gal named Jordan.
You can be a horrible basketball player named Jordan.
Horrible basketball player named Jordan. Go with Jordan.
That's probably the best one.
That's the I-9 Varsity of... It's over, basically, at this point.
I know. So my leadoff and cleanup hitter for the unisex names is Charlie. It's Charlie.
Short for Chuck and short for Charlotte.
Yeah. There are so many Charlies on both sides of the fairer sex and the one with the sharp knuckles.
Yes.
Yes.
Isaiah, what do you got? Take your time. It's just radio.
Hey, I got one for you.
No one's listening.
How about Micah?
That's a good one.
Like Micah Parsons.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You can't hate on Micah, man.
Oh, I
no one is. We're just saying it's a good unisex name.
It's a good unisex name.
I can agree with that.
Jordan. The answer is Jordan.
Jordan's the best one. Like to hear my honorable mentions?
Give them to me.
In alphabetical order, we got Avery Blake, Cameron, Casey Hayden, Alex, Angel, Dylan, Drew, Audrey, Dakota, Emerson, Logan, Parker, Morgan Riley, Addison, Jamie, Kai, Quinn, Finley, Harper.
Bailey? You put Bailey on the list?
Of course Bailey's on the list.
Charlie.
Bailey and Riley.
Are you just now catching up to the show? We literally let off.
That was my first one.
What are you doing?
Charlie.
You got 5 seconds.
Emerson one? Emerson might be one.
Emerson's a good one. It's rare around here, but Emerson's a one.
I don't hate it. Jordan is the answer.
Pat.
Short names don't count, right? Like Alex, those count?
Yeah, of course they count.
Yeah, they count.
Yeah. I know a few of each.
The Sioux, Sean will join us when we get back. Lots of Major League Baseball talk, including the Albuquerque Ice Tubs. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Mail order delivery. Unseal the envelope. Messenger is sender. Sender is in the zone of the ideal. I appeal to the openness of mind as I seal this piece with the frigidity rarely seen in time. Climb atop my head and thread loose my insides. The pliers that a heel splinter spitting up my spine. To please order release the trapped opinion. The vineyard of maturity is my Elysium. A simple.
For traffic right now, it does look like that crash westbound on I-40 near University has been cleared. However, we are still seeing quite a bit of slowdowns between Wyoming and San Mateo, so watch yourself there. Then a little further down westbound on I-40 between 2nd Street and Coors, traffic moving slow there as well. Southbound on I-25, Osuna to Montgomery, that continues to move slow. Still dealing with a lot of congestion on Paseo headed west. We've got that crash near 2nd Street. You're going to see slowdowns go all the way back to I-25 and actually trying to get from northbound I-25 onto Paseo. We're seeing a lot of delays at the off-ramp there on northbound I-25, so be careful headed in that area.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
credit that rewards you. Open a Sandia Area Rewards MasterCard and earn 10,000 points when you spend $1,000 in the first 90 days. Apply today at sandia.org.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
When you have trouble sleeping, it's tough. When kids have trouble sleeping,
Mom, I can't sleep. Dad, just one more story?
for nights like this, try Vicks Pure Z's Kids. Our great tasting gummies are specially formulated for kids with a unique blend of botanicals and a low dose of melatonin to support their natural sleep cycle. Best of all, they're drug-free and non-habit forming. Help your child fall asleep naturally with Pure Z's Kids Gummies. Consult with a doctor before use. For ages 4 and up.
The Dell Technologies Summer Sale event is on with limited quantity deals on top tech. Save on select PCs powered by the latest Intel Core processors like Thin and Light XPS 13 laptops, Inspiron laptops, and 2-in-1s. Plus, get savings on select accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. It's the perfect season to power your passions during Dell's Summer Sale event. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
We all know Memorial Day is a great time to save on furniture and mattresses. And American Home's Memorial Day Savings Event is where I know I'll find the best deals. Save 30% on the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the state. You can save up to $1,800 on sectionals, sofas, and recliners. Plus, don't forget to check out my little secret, backdock505.com, before you head over to American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at Comanche and I-25.
Gambling is more than slot machines and table games. Today, it also includes betting on sports at casinos, sports books, online wagering, at game day gatherings, and on the golf course. Make a game plan for sports betting. Set a limit for how much you'll bet and stick to it. If you're wagering too much or concerned about a family member's gambling, reach out. The Responsible Gaming Association of New Mexico funds confidential help for problem gambling. Call the helpline or visit rganm.org.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
I-9 varsity of unisex names this past segment.
Yeah.
From the texter, we got some suggestions.
All right, what was it?
Billy. I had an aunt named Billy. Taylor.
Oh, that's a good one.
I have a female friend named Taylor. And Ed, short for Edwina. I don't know an Edwina.
I don't know an Edwina.
Yeah.
I like all those names. Josh Sushan, welcome to the program, brother. How are you?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, it's just super loud.
Man, it's rocking out there.
Rocking out there.
Well, you know, Salt Lake City, Utah is known for being the rock and roll capital of the United States of America. So, of course.
That's Cleveland.
Oh, sorry.
You're thinking of the jazz epicenter of this country.
That's
Salt
why they're
Lake.
called the Utah Jazz, right?
It's where jazz was invented.
That's
by
100%
Joseph Smith.
why they are called the Utah Jazz.
Yep. Exactly.
Nothing to do with them moving from New Orleans and being too cheap to buy new uniforms or ever change it since then.
Tale as old as time.
I wanted to be the first one to congratulate Pedro Lopez on his 1,000th career victory. Oh. Wah, wah.
Not you, though, Josh?
No.
Well, I mean, it stinks, man. It's like 3 straight games.
It's like a tough one.
It's 3 straight games that he's been at 999 and 3 straight games in which they've had the lead. And you're like, all right, tonight's the night. Make sure we get the baseball. Make sure we got the graphic ready for the Twitter machine. You know, like all that kind of stuff. We got the PA announcement ready, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It'll make it that much sweeter when it happens tonight.
I'm usually busy Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Correct.
Sush. But for you and the boys, I got an inning in me whenever you want it.
Okay.
I can pipe some sliders in there. They can catch up with my heater, but you can't see the slider.
Well, we saw that literally when you guys threw out the first pitch, last homestand. So, yeah, I mean, it's not like this is things that we have not been seen before. I believe Hunter Stovall can put in a good word for you. He was your catcher, right?
Yep.
You know, hopefully he's number one on your reference list.
He didn't even have to frame it.
There you go.
I'm going to bring you some encouraging words, Josh. You're talking about getting to win number 1,000 for Pilo, and now it's taking them 3 games to get there. It took the Miami Heat 3 games to get to just 4 wins.
That's good.
Yeah. So this is like a very similar scenario, which makes tonight the night.
Yes, absolutely. And the exact same at stake as well.
So, I mean, it's very similar the way I see it, at least the approach or every single thing about it.
Yeah.
Does it feel like, is it like a conversation though? Does it feel like one of those like, oh, milestone hump? Like here comes the slump. Here comes like, is that at all being joked about around the clubhouse?
I don't know how many players know that he's at 999 wins.
Oh, so they're not playing to win for the skipper. Okay.
So,
well, the
unless
bullpen's
now
not.
here's the thing: if they're looking at the game notes, then they're aware. If they're listening to your program or to my broadcast or like other things like that, then they are aware of it. You have to remember, our roster changes so much, guys.
Right.
like every day, there's just a whole bunch of new people. Like today, I'm in the dugout sitting next to Daniel Cope, and I see someone at the other end, and I go, "Hey, Daniel, who's that guy again?" You know, because I don't want to make a fool of myself because we've had so many new players that arrive constantly. So, in defense of whoever in the clubhouse may not know that Pedro Lopez is at 999 wins, they just got here yesterday, or the day before that, or
Right.
the day before that. You know.
Do we got a new guy up from AA, or did Forrest Stolting get a haircut? Who is that guy?
Well, today we have, so the starting pitcher tonight is Noah Davis. He is the 7th different starting pitcher in the last 7 games. And if you want to go back the last 2 weeks, we've had 9 different starting pitchers over the last 2 weeks now. And the total is 14 starting pitchers total, 14 different starting pitchers total through 52 games, which even by AAA standards, that's a bit high.
It's a little high.
That's a bit high, you know? Brian Servin. So Brian Servin gets scratched like 30 minutes before yesterday's game. And anytime that a guy's been in the big leagues and he gets scratched and it's like, ooh, is he going to the big leagues? Unfortunately, no, he's going to the injured list. And we also had another catcher, Jonathan Morales, go on the injured list earlier in the day. So we had one healthy catcher yesterday. So you just can't do that. You need reinforcements. And so, yes, Jose Cordova has been added another catcher so that we can have a backup catcher.
Josh, is there a stat in the works? Because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
For pitching in the PCL, when you got to go up to Salt Lake, when you got to do Nevada, when you got to pitch in Albuquerque, is there like a PCL adjusted stat to really rate our pitchers? Because Noah Davis can sling it. He's a baller. But his stats don't look like what I see when I'm seeing him on the mound.
You know, so I'm sure it exists. Now, there's not as many of those type of stats in the minor leagues as there are in the major leagues, you know, where it's like, you know, weighted, adjusted, and ballpark factors and things like that. It could probably done because once you have the formula, then all you have to do is kind of put it in. And now that we get all these new research tools that we have at our disposal because of the automatic ball strike system and all these cameras that are all over the place, it'd probably be even easier in order to come up with that. I know that before the pandemic, I was keeping track of basically Albuquerque's ERA at the high altitude ballparks and at the at sea level, you know, and it was like a good 2 to 3 runs per game higher at that, you know, again, Salt Lake, Reno, Las Vegas, El Paso, and Albuquerque. And then Colorado Springs back in the day when they used to be in the league too. And, you know, now that we're only 10 teams, and I think it's 5 or 6 of them are at the high altitude places. I mean, when Chris Forbes was in town on the last homestand, he's the farm director, and he said, I don't even look at ERA anymore.
Right.
He said flat out on the record, I don't look at ERA anymore because if someone has a good ERA in Albuquerque, that means they need to be in Denver.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good point. The unimaginable happened last night as the Oakland Athletics walked off the Atlanta Braves and they won their second series of the season, Josh.
Hey. And they beat the Braves.
Did young Josh Sushan celebrate at heart? Were you able to relive the glory days ever so briefly last night?
Now, you guys informed me as someone who grew up as an A's fan about how the A's they have to use the old-fashioned way of relaying signals. Does the other team have to do the same thing, or do they go into Oakland thinking, oh, no, we can get away with this new way with speakers? Is that why the A's won?
I think other teams that go into Oakland are thinking about want to get away with Southwest Airlines because they're in Oakland.
Oh, Oakland's beautiful. Oakland's fabulous.
Is
Lake
Alameda-
Merritt, the Oakland Hills. Now, the Coliseum site itself, it's a bit older, but Jack London Square is fabulous. Downtown Oakland's neat. Gorgeous places all over the city of Oakland.
The best part about Oakland is the Bay Bridge when you're leaving Oakland.
Oh,
Ouch. Hey, in the Braves' defense, the A's walked it off on a Austin Riley third base error. So there is that. They didn't necessarily earn it per se.
That's a good get, Josh, right?
At one point, Oakland was the city of champions. Raiders, Warriors, A's, the 70s. Unfortunately, the Coliseum looks the exact same as it did in the 70s.
Oh, man.
And that's the problem.
They will forever have beautiful uniforms, though, and so they have that going for them.
Yes. The University of Oregon and everyone else, they can thank Charlie Finley and the A's of the 70s for leading the way ahead of their time.
Coco Crisp looked cool with a batting helmet on. There was that for a minute.
Yep, that was cool.
High socks with
How about-
stripes, always killer.
Is Coco Crisp or Coco Montes your guys' favorite Coco?
I'm going to go with hot.
Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because Coco Montes homered for a third straight game yesterday.
It's unreal. Dude's so
He's only taken one day off the whole year.
Okay. I mean,
And if it was up to him, he was probably not happy that he took that day off.
Got to start a new Iron Man streak.
Seriously.
when you're that close, I think you do get mad. Like if the plan is for the organization to play you, how many minor league games do we play? So
150.
150. If they're like, yeah, you played 149 out of 150, you do it. That's like under your craw
Right.
a little bit. So I just did the numbers here on these 3 home runs yesterday from Ohtani and Trout. 1,400 feet of home runs. What, boys?
No, you know what? Actually, out of all of the whole, exit velocity and launch angle and all that kind of stuff, distance of home runs, like truly accurate distance of home runs, is my favorite part about all of these cameras. Because you guys remember this in the 2000s when it was just like some dude in the press box that kind of had a grid and was just kind of like guessing or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing players, oh, no, that was 500. Bro, that was 520. Easy. Easy 520, bro. Like mocking like the distance of home runs. And now we actually know. We know for sure. We know exactly how long. And I as someone who's a stickler for details, I like that we have accurate details on exactly how far home runs go.
My favorite part, Van, was that second one that Ohtani hit, that one that touched the sun, was off Lance Lynn, and I like it when bad things happen to him.
Ouch.
He just talks a lot.
Josh, today's I-9 varsity was the varsity of unisex names. I'd like to remind you on our Albuquerque Isotopes, we have a Logan, a Blair,
count it,
a Reagan,
yes,
and an Aaron. We also have an El Cris. I don't know if that's unisex.
Probably close.
Okay.
Who's on the pregame, Josh?
Ben Bramer, who got warmed up with Van on Friday, and then, and now we're going for basically part 2 of that interview is tonight.
Stoked.
We're cutting you loose, brother.
All right.
Final words, man.
Too much for the time allotted, my friend, but anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out every morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
And Isaiah cut off Josh, but he was trying to say talk to you next time, which is very nice.
He will.
Isaiah,
We'll talk to him tomorrow.
No final words for Isaiah. Good job, everyone. GG.
See you, motherfucker.
When you have trouble sleeping, it's tough. When kids have trouble sleeping,